If you want to be an AI power user today, you likely spend your time juggling a dozen different subscriptions and 20 browser tabs just to finish a single project. Maintaining that fragmented stack is a drain on your resources. You are paying multiple monthly fees for tools that don't talk to each other, forcing you to manually move data and context through a disconnected system. Magica positions itself as a solution to that friction. But when you open the dashboard, you are met with a complex schematic of nodes, models, and workflows that can feel incredibly daunting to a new user. That initial confusion stems from a misunderstanding of the tool. Most users try to interact with Magica as if it were a standard reasoning chatbot, rather than viewing it for its intended purpose. Magica is a unified production studio. It's an agentic execution layer, ingesting text, audio, and video through a single core engine. This environment integrates models like Cedience, Claude, and Gemini alongside external apps, keeping the entire creative stack under one roof. The system relies on agentic coordination, the ability to synchronize these specialized models autonomously based on a single human strategy. To test that coordination in a live environment, we launched a field test. We provided one prompt: build a 30-second vertical educational video explaining the difference between traditional automation and agentic AI. We removed all human guidance from the process. We did not specify which models to use or which editing tools should handle the final assembly. The agent began with a logical planning phase. It divided our request into a 4-part script, mapping the video structure. For execution, it selected Cedance 2.0 for video and 11 Labs for voiceover, routing script data through both simultaneously. Once the raw media was ready, the agent handled the assembly. It layered background music, structured the video timeline, and synced captions to the audio. This proves the system can successfully bridge the gap between an abstract idea and a finished production timeline without any human intervention. During the build, the agent encountered a critical error. The combined length of the generated clips caused the final video to exceed our 30-second limit. Instead of stopping for human input, the agent detected the constraint violation and recalculated the timeline, trimming the sequence to fit the required duration. It then identified a secondary issue where captions were no longer aligned with the revised audio. It independently adjusted the timing of the text overlays to maintain a perfect sync. The result was a polished 30-second video delivered in a single pass. This experiment defines the value of agentic AI. It is the ability to plan a task, execute the steps, and then iteratively revise its own work to meet specific constraints. While the execution was seamless, we must look at the computational reality behind fully autonomous workflows. We tracked expenditure during the test. Generating this 30-second clip required approximately 10.1 million Magica credits. High-end generative video is resource-intensive. When an agent operates without specific visual guidance, it cycles through multiple iterations to find a successful output, billing you for every discarded frame. You can mitigate these costs by providing pre-planning materials, using your own specific visual references, or defining a detailed shot list beforehand prevents the system from iterating blindly and wasting credits. Fully hands-off generation currently remains financially impractical for most users because true autonomy relies on heavy, expensive computation. We also found technical limits in the agent's quality control. While it managed the timeline well, its automated visual review eventually failed to catch a rendering glitch, requiring a human to step in and fix the final shot. Our API tests showed similar boundaries. The agent could pull sales data from Gumroad with ease, but rigid security barriers blocked its attempts to push commands back into the platform to execute deeper actions. Agentic capabilities are restricted by design. Strict API permissions and security protocols on external apps limit what an AI can autonomously alter or publish on your behalf. This places Magica in a specific role. It is your execution layer, while standalone large language models remain the primary tools for complex reasoning and research. Efficient operations rely on a hybrid loop. Humans provide the idea, LLMs manage the reasoning, agents handle the execution, and a person performs the final review.